to listen or watch in to the stream. Hello, everybody. I'm very sorry that we're late today. It wasn't by choice. It was a catalogue of errors that seemed to have happened. I guess somebody up there wasn't looking down very well on me. Hopefully, the FPL gods are. Even though I haven't really paid too much notice to my FPL team over the last few days, to be honest with you, and it will be most likely a last minute decision that I make, and a rushed decision that I make most likely. But hey ho, they're the most fun decisions, hey, right guys? Maybe, yeah, maybe. Would you like that more than 3 o'clock? I'll be honest. I don't know. I've had a very busy week. Certain aspects of my life have been accelerating. I was hoping by now that I would have been able to do a members video explaining things that have been going on in my life. That's kind of weird, like crazy at the moment. That's coming very soon, probably early next week. I'll be able to talk about things that I'm doing in general. It's been a very hello to everybody in the chat. Peter S, Dread FPL, DSUS, Clickers, Karma Baby, Ryan Steers there, Matty 11, Kudo 2 Foots, Mr. Anderson, got Brew, Karma Baby there too, Fire Togs there. Also, hello to all of you guys. Thank you for being here today. I hope you're all set for Gameweek 4. Steve-O's been set for quite some time, haven't you, Steve-O? No. Yeah. I have to apologize ahead. I will apologize in advance that I have not made any prior preparation to the stream whatsoever. Literally right now, I've pressed the stream button. My internet. I came down to the shed. Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, I came down to the shed, and first of all, the camera wouldn't turn on. I am not making this up. The camera wouldn't turn on, so I was like, right, okay, so the camera's not turning on. Unplugged it all. Plugged it all back in, the camera turns on. So I must have left the camera on, and it must have timed itself out or something. Some sort of overheat feature must have turned it off, and I wasn't able to turn it back on again. So anyway, I get down the shed, I sit down here, and I plug obviously I get everything all set up, ready to go, ready for the stream. I can't connect to the internet. And I'm like, what's going on? I can't. I mean, at this point, I might as well just start walking around calling myself Steve-O and go down to the gym and start having loads of McDonald's and eating loads of crispy creme donuts. Essentially, everything went wrong from a technological point of view, and I was just there going, what do I do? And then anyway, we're here now. We're live, and yeah. I just want to start off really by saying that my FPL team is in a state of I wildcarded, and I'm still happy with my current. Son being injured obviously was something which hasn't really affected me because I wasn't planning on keeping him from wildcard, so it kind of made it easier. But I still have this dilemma about Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm not going to lie. I haven't made any changes yet. Sanchez in goal, Shaw, Duffy, Reguilon, Salah, Son, Torres, Benrahma, Ronaldo, Calvert-Lewin, and Antonio. I didn't bring Lukaku in yet. Steve-O's muted. Hang on. Oh, bloody hell. This is another thing. Sorry, guys. 2 seconds. This is what happens when you don't prepare things. Speak, Steve-O.
So this wisdom of fantasy football I've just said for the last 10 minutes, people have missed out on.
Well, you've literally just given away the secrets of how to win FPL right there, and nobody heard it. Like,
and in fact, can I just get this rant off my chest? Actually, you've just reminded me. So I've just put out
you may get a rant up your chest.
A video. I just put up a video, and I did well, whether people heard me or not, I said like I essentially don't really go on Elite FPL Twitter account. It's only really to post things, and then I may have a scroll down. But the one thing that I've noticed all this international break is all these 20-page threads about who to captain, best transfers, who to wildcard, and it's like, Jesus, man, like, don't worry about it. I honestly think people spend too much time putting effort into pointless threads. I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. And like, I know there's people that enjoy them, but honestly, I'd rather intake information through like a podcast or whatever. But people going out the way writing all this stuff, I don't care how fast you can type. Like, if you can type as fast as Jason or Andy, Let's Talk FPL, brilliant. If you're anything like me, just to eventually say Ronaldo's the best captaincy pick, it's just like it just drives me up the wall. But that's why I mute everybody. But yeah, you were saying, Jason, about your wildcard team.
Yeah, essentially, it's the same problem I had.
It's just Trent, then, is it?
Trent. It's the decision of to go with the three of Ronaldo, Lukaku, Antonio, or to get Trent in and stick with Calvert-Lewin. It's either Lukaku or Trent.
Yeah, well, the obvious answer, is Lukaku. But if that is literally the options, Lukaku or Trent, I'd be going with Lukaku personally, and then finding that defender that can fit the mould in your team, and then away you go, because Lukaku's going to do really well, I think, this particular game week, along with Ronaldo. And I loved the stream we did with Firetog and Dread was fantastic, and I think they both came out with some excellent ideas and points regarding what value Trent gets you and having 3 premiums and everything. But I think you're set on this Lukaku move, and I've said it before and I've said it again, like, sometimes I just wish I had the cojones to go through with my own gut feeling and everything, and I just don't.
So you think it's almost inevitable that I'm going to go with those 3 hitters, and it's the Trent.
I personally think.
Yeah.
I think it's what you just said about God. I'm one of these people that says it a lot in life. I'm like, this is clearly a sign from God, but it's clearly a sign from the FPL gods that you want to get 3 premiums, get those 3 premiums in. Yeah. It's just then a question of which defender to bring in. But I don't even think that's a massive decision to make. I think Lukaku is a great pick. I think it's brilliant. And I think that when you hear someone like yourself say that I've got Lukaku, Ronaldo and Salah, it puts the fear of life into me. So I think you should go with it because it's a sign from God. But again,
I mean, everything in my bones is saying to not go Trent Alexander-Arnold and to get Lukaku in. But I mean, it's a lot of the community are just saying that I'm stupid not having Trent Alexander. Like, there's people there that say I'm making a mistake by not having Trent.
Is it I don't think it's a mistake.
Well, maybe not a mistake, but it's almost like I'm upsetting the balance of my team. Then maybe but
I
think Semedo's a great shot. Did Semedo go up? No, he's not.
He went down, didn't he?
Yeah. So, I just didn't know. So it's got 6 million. So if I were to bring Semedo in for Duffy, so I'd have Semedo, Reguilon, and Shaw.
Ridiculous.
As my back 3.
And you'd have Lukaku.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Salah, Torres, and then I need to have a third midfielder, a fourth midfielder. And I've got 6 million to spend it on.
Well, there's an obvious candidate, isn't there?
Ray.
And I think, in fact, it was your yeah, and that covers the Everton fixtures.
Yeah.
Like I said, it puts the fear of life into
Salah,
this.
Torres, Gray, Benrahma, and then I'd have 0.4 in the bank.
I personally think legitimately.
I mean, there's
think that
Sarr as
sounds
well.
great.
Sar's in the chat. Irvin in the chat said about Sarr.
Yeah.
Sarr, yeah. I mean, a lot of people in there saying get Sarr in. What's your thoughts on Sarr? I know you had him in. You got him in, haven't you?
I've got him in, but I'm not expecting him to do anything this weekend against Wolves. That's going to be one of the worst games of the weekend. I'm telling you.
Do you know what?
That's going to be terrible.
Sarr or Gray? That is the question.
Gray. Genuinely, I think Gray, the way he's been performing, apparently has been really, really good. Everton are scoring goals for fun. They've got Burnley next. I think it's a no. I genuinely mean this. It's a no-brainer. I keep saying this every year. I seem to help you with your decisions more than I do my own. So I think it's a no-brainer personally. I think Damari Gray is a great choice.
Damari Gray or
I really
Sarr,
do.
guys. Can we get a poll? Let's get a poll going in the chat.
Yeah, you can get a poll up, yeah.
How do I do it again?
You go in the chat box, I think, and it's there. It just says put up a poll.
Here we
Something
go.
worse than that effect.
Gray. Okay, so or Sarr? Question mark. And I'm gonna let you guys vote. We're gonna let you vote during this stream. For my wild card, guys, Gray or Sarr in this team. The poll is live. I much appreciate your valid, experienced input in making the decision on my behalf. And if it doesn't go well, it'll be all your fault.
I like to say I'm expecting Sarr to probably win outright, but I think, for me personally, I think Gray's the better option.
You think Sarr will win outright then, do you?
I think the public will vote Sarr.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
Yeah.
And
well, it makes all of I don't know about you, but I have this thing about not having like I don't know. Some people I love having the 0.4 in the bank, but I just like to have make the most out of my available transfer budget. And I know it's something about. I just want to say as well. Right now it's absolutely thrashing it down outside. The rain is absolutely phenomenal. The door is open. I've got this mosquito sort of net that stops all the bugs coming in. It's absolutely getting destroyed. And the door is getting absolutely sodden wet as well. So that is, yeah. Should I shut the door? If I shut the door, it gets quite hot in here.
I can't hear anything apart from
hear?
you, so I'm assuming no, I can't hear anything.
No, I've got this. You shouldn't be able to hear any background noise, but it's absolutely pouring down outside. Absolutely pouring down. So enough about my team. Whilst these guys are voting on Sarr or Gray, have you done anything to your team to talk about?
No, my team's in the team screenshots.
Let me get your team up before you start talking about. Oh God, hang on a second. We're there. I thought I just heard thunder, but it's not. Never mind. Team screenshots. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Bit of thunder. Right, 1 second. There's a saying, guys. Prior preparation prevents something. I can't remember how it goes.
Well, I thought it was prepare. Was it fail to prepare to fail?
Well, there is that one, but the one I like is prior preparation prevents piss poor performance. That's how I like that one.
50p.
It's oh come on, that's hardly a swear word, Steve-O, compared to what you come out with.
Members videos will be coming soon. I'll be back in London next week at some point.
Now, by the way.
Okay. Yeah.
Talk me through your team.
Really, it's my dilemma is Kane, Salah, or Calvert-Lewin as captain. I had it on Calvert-Lewin, then I had it on Kane, and then I just gone with the classic thing of if in doubt, captain Salah, and that's pretty much what I'm doing. The history is, we'll get onto all that in a minute, but the history suggesting Kane, but it's actually really close between Kane and Salah, but Kane enjoys playing Crystal Palace. DCL, to be fair, the last 3 games he's enjoyed playing Burnley. Salah, on the other hand, got a hat-trick against Leeds last year. So, but for me, personally, I just think that of all the games that I'm predicting, there's 2 matches which I'm predicting 4+ goals in, and neither of them feature Kane or Salah.
4+ goals?
Yeah. Chelsea and Man United. So, yeah, I'm expecting quite high-scoring games. Although ironically, I'm expecting
I don't see any Chelsea or Man United. Oh, I see one. I see Shaw.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
are you nervous then? So it's fair to say you're nervous about this game week, genuinely.
Well, ironic. This is the truth.
Hello, Boona. By the way, hello. Are you doing well, buddy?
To tell you the truth, if I was at home with what I'm doing tomorrow, I would probably end up doing a impromptu stream at about 5 o'clock, reacting to the 3 p.m. kickoffs, because I'm not here at all. So I'm kind of in 2 minds whether to join you at some point at about 4:30, 5 o'clock when you're kind of live. But I'm not going to know any of the 3 o'clock kickoffs. I'm going to be watching the Crystal Palace versus Tottenham game, which is going to be absolute tripe. That's why I don't really want to captain Kane. DCL, I've got it quite a high-scoring game against Burnley, but and then you got, like I said, Salah in a very tough game against Leeds. But like I said, if in doubt, captain Salah, and that's what I'm doing. Hence why anybody watching this, if you're going to captain Salah, Andy, let's talk FPL. Don't bother. Captain Fernandes, Ronaldo, Lukaku, anybody but Salah. I think Boona's captaining Salah as an example. Don't bother, because I am. I don't want an early kickoff captain whatsoever, so that can forget it. Like I say, DCL with this injury, is it not an injury? Despite me saying it's going to be a comfortable victory, the history does not suggest it at all whatsoever. So, for me personally, it's Salah. But there's no transfers. I don't need to make any transfers. I'm waiting until next week when I've got 2 free transfers.
That's nice.
To sort out a few messes.
So it sounds then, even though you are a little bit anxious about this week, you're not unhappy with anything in your team. You're going to save the transfer and move it on to next week, which is sounds to me like you're being patient.
Yeah, Rafinha is the only one where there's a chance he may not play. But whatever, I'll take the risk. And ironically, if he does play, I don't know why I just expect him to do something against Liverpool, actually. But whatever, I'm just putting him in the team. It's for me, the fear this week is Man United and Chelsea. Those 2 fixtures scare the life out of me. And the fact that you're probably going to have Lukaku and Ronaldo fascinates me. Genuinely fascinates me.
I will have them, yeah. Because I probably will have them. There won't be. I don't think there'll be many surprises in my team come. Okay, did you hear that?
I did hear that. What was it?
That was.
Sound like a chair, but
no, it was a sign something's fallen off. Anyway. It's one of those days. I think it's just going to be one of those.
Did you before we continue? Do you want to do a bit of admin, or do you want? Or what?
Do we want to encourage people to subscribe to us, and do we want to encourage people to visit us on Twitter? Yeah. And hello there. We kind of do this sort of on a regular basis, even though if you're just joining us now, you're probably wondering what on earth we're talking about. If you do enjoy watching us, please hit that subscribe button. It helps our channel grow. It helps more people find out about us. If you like the stream and comment as well after the video is concluded, it grows our presence on the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, go for it. What?
I hope you're doing I hope you're doing this, Jason, which is what here you are, Boona. You can clip this bit. What Gianni Battista does. He says, he goes, words to the effect of, and remember, guys, if you're watching on the replay, comment below.
All right.
Tell us what you think. Jeez.
Tell me what you're having for dinner. I am literally just, from my point of view, I'm looking at this as a bit of a wing it session. Like, I like
but it always is.
Yeah.
A wing it session talking fantasy football.
Should we just cover the fixtures for
let's go with the predictions. My favourite time of the week. I've got 3 questions as well. The best bit of the show.
I don't want any
three trivia questions.
The community does. I don't.
I
do have to say that I went to sleep at 7:30 this morning. I woke up at 12:15. And I'm not. If I'm a little bit slow today, be a bit patient with me because I am fueled up on tea and coffee today. That is all I've got going for me. Caffeine. That is it. Let's talk about it then. I'm gonna do these transfers live on stream right now. For the let's see what the vote's doing. How's the vote going? Oh, you will not believe it, Steve-O. It's neck and neck, almost. Well, it's almost neck and neck. Saar is on 58%. Gray's on 42%. So it's not that much of a. We've had 77 votes, which is pathetic. So you 20 people that are too lazy to press a button on the screen. Shame on you. I'm going to give you another 20 seconds to do that, please. I want to see a bit of a clear-cut winner here, and this is just not good enough. So I'll wait, and I'm going to confirm those moves. As soon as we get more than a 10% difference, I'll confirm those transfers. One or the other, Saar or Gray will be in. Ultimately, will be the person I go with. And you can trust me, because I would never lie to you guys.
So I'm going to do a line from. I'm going to clip this bit. So what's this now? We're at the half an hour, man. I'm going to clip this bit, and in fact, Mr. Reed could be watching this, so listening. It's like Ricky Gervais says on the XFM shows. We're just a couple of blokes down a pub taking the piss. We are just taking the piss.
Yeah, well, I think that. I think that the only thing that's missing is a pint of a nice dry cider. There we go. What if you were down the pub now, Steve-O, what would you be drinking?
I've said it a minute. I can only drink vodka, so vodka lemonade. If anything. Okay.
Vodka lemon. Oh God. Okay. So you don't like rum? You don't like rum then? Okay. Well, that conversation ended pretty quickly. Gray and Saar. We're currently on 46% for Gray, 54% for Saar. We have 95 votes, which is very, very good. Very impressed with the amount of engagement we've had on that vote. If you're just coming into the stream, there is a poll open for the next few minutes. Who do I get in to complete my wildcard team? My wildcard team being here. Also, I did see that message, Podner, about Ronaldo. If Ronaldo for some reason doesn't start the game, he's going to come on and he's going to score a goal. So I don't care.
Yeah.
All right. So he only needs 10 minutes and he can score a hat trick. So there you go.
More people saying in the chat.
Guys, do I keep Greenwood on my wildcard? I'm really struggling with that one. It's either him, Torres, or Jota.
Yeah, Greenwood, definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely. Yeah.
He has Ronaldo though.
Eat Greenwood. I don't know why, I just have this thing in my head that I think Greenwood could really, really, really benefit from Ronaldo being there. I really do.
So
do.
The people taking Greenwood out of their team might regret it because Ronaldo actually might enhance Greenwood's performance. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. But
you're the Man United fan. You can tell us. I mean,
I think Greenwood will share minutes. I think Greenwood will be involved, but I think that there's going to be one man stealing the show at Man United going forward. Like, and I don't think Greenwood's going to keep up with Ronaldo. But if you can afford both of them in your team, then I do think that then you're happy. I think Jota is equally a good option as well. What was the other one he said? Torres. Torres is a rotation risk. I've got Torres, but only because he's 7 million. It's a nice tempting 7 million, for a potential City striker there. So I may have a 5 to put out going down the line.
What's your bench? Sorry, genuinely.
My bench is the currently Livramento, Williams, and Allen.
As expected. Allen's 4.4, is that right?
4.5, yeah.
4.5, yeah. About as budget as you can get, isn't it? So if Torres doesn't play, then Livramento comes off against Southampton, against West Ham. Yeah, like you say.
Yeah, it's no biggie, is there?
No, it's not. No. And I think that I think we should just get on with the score predictions, Jace. I think that
Sarr is just ahead at the moment, 53% to winning on the poll. It's very close though. Gray and Sarr very, very close. Be interesting to see where we are, in a few minutes' time. Let's move on to the fixtures then. Let's start off the fixtures. We've got Crystal Palace at the lunchtime kickoff against Tottenham Hotspur, a man that you've got in Harry Kane. Go on then. Talk me through this game. How do you expect it going for Spurs? Do you think it's going to be a tough game, or do you think they're going to win comfortably?
The fact that they haven't got Son has now made me rethink my prediction. I am now thinking this is going to be even more closer than expected. I have got it down in this and on the score predictor game as 2-1 to Tottenham. But yeah. I'm thinking this could be the fourth 1-0 win in a row for Tottenham. This game is going to be pretty poor. I think Crystal Palace will give them a go. I don't think they've got any fear in them to not want to try and score. They came off the back of a decent result against West Ham, to be fair. But by all accounts, they didn't really offer that much. I'm going to go. I'm going to still stick with 2-1, but it's going to be a goal in it either way, and I just think it's going to be really, really tight. I mean, to be honest with you, if you look at the history, Crystal Palace are actually unbeaten in the last 3 at home versus Tottenham. They've won 1 and drawn 2. Those 2 draws were 1-1. So it's not looking good. If this was at Tottenham's ground, they're decent, Tottenham against Crystal Palace. Away from home, terrible, and the history's suggesting a 1-1. What are you thinking though, Jace?
I think it'll be a really not too attractive display from Tottenham, but I think they'll get the job done. I'm going to go with I think it'll be 1-0 to Tottenham.
So the fourth in a row.
Yeah.
4th game in a row, you're going 1-0. Ooh. A game I don't think is going to be ending 1-0, Jace, is your favourite team, Arsenal, up against Norwich.
Yeah, my favourite.
Are they going to, in all seriousness, do you think Arsenal then on a bit of a good run now? Do you think they turn the tide? Do you think it all changes now?
No.
Dan?
It's good. Put it this way: it's a good thing that Dan and me didn't shake on our bet this year about who's going to finish above who, Man United or Arsenal. I'm actually going to have to pay my subscription to the Elite FPL mini league this year. It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dan, if you're watching, get in touch. I don't think Arsenal are anywhere near turning a corner. I think they've got very good players, but they haven't got a very good team.
Yeah.
However, could they do the number on Norwich? Yes. Could Norwich do the number on Arsenal? Yes. If you told me 2-1 Norwich, it ended 2-1 Norwich, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, the thing is that this particular... So we're covering the 3 o'clock... Well, Jason's going to be covering the 3 o'clock kickoffs with various moderators and Discord community members. And you've got Arsenal, Man City, Leicester, Man U, West Ham. You've got Watford, Wolves. Some big names in there all playing at 3 o'clock. And I can't even think of when Arsenal last played a 3 p.m. kickoff. Couldn't tell you, but... Like you, I agree. If I was in the car and I'd come back after this wedding party and I'm hearing that Norwich have beaten Arsenal 2-1, I'd probably sit there and chuckle and laugh.
Yeah,
I don't think
you
it will
wouldn't
happen.
be surprised, would you? You wouldn't be like shocked. You wouldn't be like, oh my god, Arsenal, they really dropped the ball. You know, you'd be like, oh, yeah. Arsenal's unexciting run continues of bad performances, and maybe that would be unfair on Norwich if that if that were to happen. But I hold true to what I say. I think the individual players at Arsenal are good, but the team is not. And I think that Norwich have got the ability to win 2-1. However, either way, 2-1 to Arsenal or 2-1 to Norwich, you would not surprise me. So in that logic, I'm going to go 1-1.
Well, I've got it as a 2-1 to Arsenal. I do expect Norwich to score because Arsenal just can't seem to keep clean sheets. Norwich do have players that do like to attack. It's a 6-pointer relegation battle game. Yeah, precisely. I actually think
says the Cape FPL in the chat there.
I think Arsenal will win, but I think it's going to be one of those where the fans are going to come out and go, it's not good enough. We only just about beat them 1-0 or something. I think it's going to be one of those games where even if they're going to win. I think they are going to win. But the fans won't be happy with the performance. Yeah,
I think the fans need to kind of, if they do win, the fans need to really seriously start to get a bit more positive because all they're doing is feeding Arsenal Fan TV with great content. That's all they're doing. But no, in all seriousness...
Great content.
In all seriousness, did you see that clip of John Burko on Arsenal Fan TV? When Wenger was being... basically shooed at the door and everyone was against Wenger and everyone was like, we need him gone, and he turned around and said, be careful what you wish for, because Wenger has been the most successful manager at the club, and you just suddenly want to just pull the rug under and then just get someone else fresh in without a plan. Be careful what you wish for. And those words hold true today just as much as they did back when he said them, and it was very interesting to watch that clip. It just came up on I think I watched too much Arsenal Fan TV. It just came up on my suggested videos. I was like, oh, well, let's have a look at this, and it was really entertaining from the point of grass isn't always greener on the other side. It really isn't, and same with Alex Ferguson. We had a real issue trying to fill that vacuum after he went, and
he wasn't fired or left.
No. What I mean is that there is when you've got a manager that's been so so involved in a club for so many years, like Wenger and Ferguson were, that I know the circumstances of them moving on were different. Forget about the state of affairs at that moment in time. The pure principle, the fact that they're so the fabric is woven into them essentially of the club, and just ripping it off and starting with someone fresh is not always, and is very rarely actually a remedy to any, certainly to a club that's struggling. And anyway, I know a lot of Arsenal fans will probably be like, you don't know this full extent of the situation, and the problem lies ahead, above the management. Yeah, it does. We know that, but unfortunately, this isn't something new for Arsenal, and that they need to get over. They have to get over this It's going to take a long time to get over it. I think there's going to need to be changes at the top made for them to get over it, and it is what it is.
Well, we're in the same boat. Burnley, you know, Dyche has been there now for it's like 8.5, maybe 9 years now, and you know, as much as like what I think of our performances, at the end of the day, he keeps us up, and I do not wish to get rid of Dyche. I know he's. Whenever he chooses to leave, it's on his terms. It's like with Wenger, like with Ferguson. They get to choose when they leave. You know, we cannot be firing him. But if our owners, whoever they are, choose to go, sorry, sick of your performances, you're gone. Who are you going to bring in? Because he builds a team. I think they'd be
falling on their own sword at that point if they did that.
Yes, of course. Yeah, of course he bloody would. Very similar to Alan Kirbishley. You know, Sam Allardyce when he left Bolton. Again, I know these people kind of left on their own terms, but look where they've gone and ended up now. So just, you know, there's a warning out there. Be careful what you wish for. And well, the history's in favour of Arsenal. Pretty comfortable here. 2-0 to Arsenal. Arsenal have won 4 out of the last 6. There have been 2 draws in this particular fixture. Arsenal have, though, kept 3 clean sheets out of the last 6. So expect Arsenal. If you've got an Arsenal player, Tierney, I know he's quite popular on the wild card. Expect a clean sheet from him, and maybe even
not a player I'd be going for because, you know, again, good player, just in not a very cohesive team. But anyway, I can see why the appeal. I mean, he's very attacking. But yeah, a clean sheet. Do you think Arsenal could keep clean sheet against Norwich?
They can. They can keep a clean sheet, and I think it is going to be one of those. It's going to be like 1-0, 2-0, something like that. Aubameyang will probably pop up at Pepe.
I think Norwich are going to score, mate. I really do. I think Arsenal score, but I do think Norwich are going to score. I don't think it's going to be a clean sheet, but that's just my gut feeling on that one. But yeah.
Well, the next game I've got a bit of a trivia question on, so listen out for that in a minute. But it's Brentford versus Brighton Chase.
A game that I have only interest of Sanchez.
Yes.
I'm hoping that Tony doesn't end up trolling everybody and scoring a hat-trick in this game.
No, it won't be happening.
I'm just hoping that this game, one of two ways, it either goes a nice boring 0-0, or I think Brighton may just get a 1-goal winner in this and win the game 1-0. Either 0-0, 1-0. If I had to commit, I would go 1-0 Brighton.
That's interesting. The history's going that way as well. It's saying 2-0. There's been, in the last 6 fixtures, there have been 5 clean sheets. 3 for Brighton, 2 for Brentford, because there was a 0-0 in there. It's been really tight between these games, but there's been a lot of goals. Brighton scoring 8 goals, Brentford scoring 6. There was a 3-3. I'm expecting this to be really tight, I'm expecting 0-0, like you said, 0-0, 1-1, 1-0 either way. I've just sat on the fence. I'm going 1-1. I mean, like I said, the history's saying 2-0 to Brighton. So, but talking of that 3-3, here we go, everybody. So, Jason, you have to keep an eye on the chat here. So, listening to this question.
Okay.
So, all of these questions are about the last time X met each other. So, the last time these two met at Brentford, it ended 3-3. Which current Brighton player scored the second goal? So, which current Brighton player scored the second goal in that 3-3 draw? So the second goal for Brighton.
No, I don't know.
But bonus question, if you want to answer it, who got the assist for that goal as well? So which current Brighton player scored their second goal? And if you want to say who got the assist, by all means. But
okay. Well, people are making. My FPL Maestro says Mupai.
Nope.
Denver says Watkins. Karma Baby is
the key word being current Brighton player.
Solly March. Karma Baby.
Nope.
Matt Henley says Gross.
No. Ooh.
Oh. Dereco says Duffy.
Hey.
Dereco.
So your player, Jace, on the bench.
No, he ain't on the bench anymore. Because he's now Semedo. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Duffy comes up with a header and Semedo gets himself sent off. Told you, Jace. Told you. The history said it was going to happen.
Well, to be fair, I keep saying it, the history in the early parts of the season normally comes up trumps. So it's worth listening to. And yeah, Duffy, he scored that goal. Knockhart. It was Anthony Knockhart that got the assist for that goal. But yeah, I'm expecting a tight game, 1-1, something like that. But finally, on to the first big game of the 3 p.m. kickoffs. Again, I'm amazed it's at 3 p.m. It's Jamie Vardy, your boy Jamie Vardy, Jace. Leicester versus Manchester City. What are your thoughts on this?
Team. Leicester versus Man City. I see Man City. I see him getting 2 or 3 goals. I see Leicester getting maybe.
Oh, for God.
I do. I don't see Leicester getting anything out of this game. I think it's going to be all Man City for the most of the part. Leicester have been playing pretty diabolical football this season, to be fair.
Agreed, yeah.
They can't keep possession. And what do Man City do? They keep possession and they play some attractive football. So you've got complete opposites. And I think that the Leicester defence will be under pressure from the get-go. And I think if Man City get an early goal, that's game over. If Man City score before the first half an hour, I could see it being a 3-0 result. I'm going to go 2-0. I'm going to go 2-0 to be safe. Man City, definitely.
Well, I initially had this down as 1-1, only because based on my knowledge of the fact that Leicester actually don't do too badly against Man City, but actually agreeing with what you're saying, Leicester have been absolutely pants this season. I've not been impressed with them at all.
No.
I've actually changed my mind and I've gone 1-0 to Leicester. Again, tight game. Can I see Leicester scoring though?
Are you joking?
No, Man City.
You said Leicester.
Did I say Leicester? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm expecting 1-0 to Man City. 2-1 maybe. Can I see Leicester scoring? Absolutely, yeah. They've got the players that can do something, but yeah, I just agree with everything you said. I think Man City have got too much quality. I mean, the history is suggesting a 1-0. There has been 3 out of the last 6. 3 of those games have ended 1-0. 2 of them being to City. Of the 6 matches, 3 of those games, Man City have won 0, which has included those 2 1-0 victories. I think the other one was a 2-0. So if City do come out on top, it is going to be probably with a clean sheet. And to be honest, it's not many goals involved in this game. But Leicester don't do too badly against Man City. So I would not be surprised. A bit like with the Arsenal game, if it ended like 2-1 Norwich, 1-1, I would not be surprised. Same in this game. If Leicester were to win, get a draw, would not surprise me. Let's get on with this game, Jason. Next game up, your boys, Man United. It's Ronaldo. Come on. Let's hear it.
Newcastle. I don't know if I'm going to captain Ronaldo. It might be Lukaku.
Right. Okay.
I'm excited because I just want to see the dynamic on the field. We're between Bruno Fernandes, Greenwood, Pogba, Ronaldo. I want to see an improvement in our ability to transition from the back to front, and I want to see more off the ball runs for Bruno Fernandes. I want to see defenses being stretched. I want to see players not taking time on the ball, fast passing. I want to see fluid football coming back. Am I going to see all this against Newcastle? Am I expecting it to be an instant change? I don't know about that. I think that there is going to be a lift in not in morale. I think that's not the word. I think a lift in. I think it's just going to be just. I think they're going to raise the game. I think the players are going to raise the game because Ronaldo's on the field with them, and obviously a lot of these players that are playing alongside Ronaldo are childhood, that's their idol. You know, Ronaldo is like Ronaldo. We'd have to introduce him, and a lot of these kids that are on the field for United grew up wanting to be like Ronaldo. You know, him on the field with them You cannot underestimate how much they're going to want to be playing their best. Like, they're going to want to be playing absolutely 100% their best. Like, and I think that Newcastle are going to become a victim of that Old Trafford crowd. I think the atmosphere is going to be electrifying. I think that we can score a minimum of 2 goals. Will we concede a stupid goal? There's always that chance, to be honest. I think we are better in defence now. I'm going to say 4-0 Man United. 4-0. My brain says minimum of 2 goals. My heart says 4-0. So maybe I should meet them in between and say 3-0. I'll go 3-0. 3-0 Man United. There you go.
And remind us of your thoughts on Ronaldo. Maybe Solskjaer's come out and said he's ready, he's fit, but he'll play some minutes, whatever that means.
I think he'll start the game. If he doesn't start the game, he'll play a significant part of the game. I think we haven't brought Ronaldo to the club to sit on the bench. He is fit. He is completely fit. There's never going to be a doubt over his fitness. He's like one of the fittest players in the Premier League. And he's not been brought in to sit on the bench. That's all I'm going to say. He might start on the bench and surprise a lot of people, but he is not going to be sat there for long. He'll be brought on relatively early in the game. Even if the worst case scenario happens and he gets brought in on the 60th minute, Ronaldo coming in on the 60th minute can outscore a lot of other players that play the full 90. Vincent, thank you ever so much for that super chat. That's much appreciated, Vincent. Let me just load up the screen. In fact, I have completely just lost the screen and I've lost that trail of thought. But yeah, Ronaldo, don't worry about him. If he starts off on the bench, don't get transferring him out of your team because it's going to backfire. Put it that way. Aubameyang and Jota, here we go. This is the message I was looking for. Vincent in the chat says, super chat, Aubameyang and Jota or Lukaku and Saka.
That's easy.
Lukaku and Saka for me.
Lukaku and Saka.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lukaku,
easy, Vincent.
Beast. I've got some breaking news as well. I've got a PlayStation 5.
What do you mean you've got breaking news? Well,
you've got a PS5 as well, haven't you?
No, I didn't get one in the end. No.
You got a PS4?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't use it, but...
Oh, right. I was going to say,
when did you get that?
We could play FIFA.
Forget it. Yeah.
Oh, no. All right, well, if anyone's interested in playing FIFA, let me know in Discord and we'll set up a Elite FPL...
There we are, yeah.
Elite FPL Pro Clubs team. Like, genuinely, I want to do this. I've not played FIFA for years, and I want to play Pro Clubs, Elite FPL Pro Clubs, and we're going to do some streams on it. And I want to get some of the regulars in. Like, if you guys have got a PS5, get in touch with me in Discord. We'll make a channel in Discord, and we'll play some FIFA. Cool. Anyway, enough of that. And then we'll start up a YouTube channel called Elite FPL Gaming. I mean, like I've got time for all that jazz. Where did I get hold of the PS5? I've actually got it here. Can you see it behind the monitor? Hang on. Can you see my screen? Can you see my camera?
I can't see anything, Jackson. On this, I can't see anything.
If I turn on my... Hang on. If I turn on this, can you see me now?
Ah, yes. There we are. Right.
Yeah. I'll just bring the camera down.
This, everybody. Look at this.
You can see
Where are we looking?
Right there.
Oh, that. When did that come through?
That's the top of the PS5. I actually went into Facebook Marketplace, right? I went into Facebook Marketplace and I was like, because I was trying to find one, and anyone that's after a PS5 knows that they're absolutely like rocking horse shit. Like, they're so rare.
Well, why is that?
Because people are just there's not enough supply to meet the demand, first and foremost, and people are buying them up to sell them on eBay, and they're buying them for like, you know, retail value, and then they're selling them for 700 quid. Like, and they're getting 700 quid for a 500 quid console. So I went on Facebook Marketplace just on the off chance because I couldn't find anything in retail stores, and I saw a post, and it was a guy selling a brand new PlayStation 5, about 25 minutes drive up the road. I got on a message, I got his phone number, I rang him, I went to picked it up, it's all good. I got a spare controller as well.
Huh.
And all I'll say is, I said to him, how on earth have you got the... He goes, I'm not going to lie, I trade them, I buy them and sell them on. So I bought the PlayStation 5 with 2 controllers for £490. And I think the controllers are like 30 or 40 quid. So I really didn't... I had a really good deal because I got the digital edition. I think that's retail value of £400, sorry, not dollars. And I got 2 controllers as well. So I think I've only paid like 20, 25 quid more than what I would normally pay in the shops. So he's done a really good deal for me. So, yeah.
Yeah. And in the words of my member streams, what's this got to do with fantasy football?
Yeah, we've just actually lost. We've just lost a third of our audience because, excuse me, I came here to talk about fantasy football, and I want to know what player to bring into my fantasy football team. If you don't want to talk about fantasy football, I'm unsubscribing right now. That's fine. It's fine. Like,
actually,
it's fine.
That reminds me, Andy had that on his stream. I can't remember. He'd been streaming for like an hour. I can't remember now. And someone wrote in and went, oh, because he just for 30 seconds started talking about anything but fantasy football.
Yeah.
And someone wrote in and just said the usual, why are you talking about going to the gym? And Andy just literally went, I've just been speaking for 55 minutes about fantasy football. Just go back.
It's because I'm not a fucking robot, and I don't talk about statistics and heat maps all my life. Yeah, and I have other interests in my life other than just what player to bring in. Like, you know, essentially, what am I having for tea tonight? I don't know, actually. Tonight, I'm going... Oh, I'll tell you something. Tonight is my Christmas party from my old workplace. I am going to a gun range to fire some rifles, and I'm really excited. We're going to this like shooting range. I'm getting to fire like I get to choose 5 weapons. I'm going to choose. I think I'm going to go with the M4. I'm going to go with the
M. Joke.
No, I'm seriously. I'm going to Walsall, and I'm going to go fire some rifles. It basically the Christmas party was cancelled due to the pandemic. So we decided that we're going to have our Christmas party now, and I've since left the company, by the way, and we're going to a gun range to fire some guns. And I looked through them, and I was like, I recognised some of the guns, and then others I didn't know. But I think it's the I'm going to fire the G36. I think the M4. There's no pistols, unfortunately. It's all rifles, and they're all kind of like. They're secured on a tripod, so you can't like turn around and start like pointing the gun at someone, you know, which is reassuring, of course. But I am looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I might get some videos. Walsall, not Warsaw. Yeah, Walsall. Yeah.
Yeah, not the Polish. What is it? Whatever it is.
I've never heard you talk about heat maps. You should definitely start doing that. Would be interesting. Oh. Fuck off.
Who says that?
No, he's winding me up. He's winding me up.
Yeah,
what am I having for tea tonight? I think I'm having a curry, James. I'm going to a curry house because I'm getting picked up to go to this shooting range, but we're going to probably get a curry before we do it because it's 8 o'clock at night. We're shooting guns at 8 at night. It's mental. So I didn't realise that they were even open at that time. But I'll get some pictures and get some video maybe. I'll share it with you guys.
All that's going through my mind is, and what's this got to do with fantasy football? For people that don't understand that joke, essentially I do like 3 or 4 members videos a week when I'm back home, and I go on these massive tangents, and I always just say to myself, and Stephen, what's that got to do with fantasy football? I just say absolutely nothing. So anyway, whatever. Yeah. But we were talking about Man United Newcastle, weren't we?
Oh
Jace,
yeah, we were.
The breaking news about PS5. Well, in all seriousness, you said 4-0 initially, and then you kind of went in the middle 3-0. Well, I got 5.
Oh, that's a very good comment. I'm going to let that one slip. That's a good one. SK said you'll be shooting out your ass in the morning too, mate. After that curry. I mean, to be honest, I'll let you into a bit of a secret, right? I can handle extremely hot food. I have this outrageously good ability to eat ghost chili and pepper X, and I ordered the last stab, which is a seriously hot. I actually really love hot food, like really hot food.
You've got a really hot sauce, haven't you?
I have, yeah. The last stab. It's on a YouTube show called Hot Ones, and it's a genetically manufactured pepper that they've done to create it's like 3.6 million Scoville or something crazy like that. Long story short, it's a really hot pepper. Don't have too much of it, otherwise you can get in convulsions and all nasty stuff can happen to you. If I was to have too much of it, it would probably not be really good for me, and I probably would end up needing some sort of treatment. But generally speaking, I don't have any issues eating curries. SK, I could eat pretty much anything on the menu and I would be fine the next day. I have a weird digestive system that can just deal with it. I'm very lucky in that sense. Naga curry. I can eat a Naga curry, mate, and I wouldn't even need a drink with it. Like, seriously, I'm not bragging. I can just eat hot food. Some people can do it, some people can't. I think it might have been all of the CS gas training I did in my 20s. Must have burnt away all of my taste buds or something. Anyway, I miss Vindaloo. Can't get them here. Vindaloo, yeah, it's not bad. I like Nagu actually. A Nagu chicken is, or a Balti. Yeah, anything hot is pretty good. Talk more. Tell us more about your digestive system. Oh yes. No, thank you, Gabriel Derop. I don't think I want to do that. Let's talk about Southampton West Ham.
Well, to be fair, I haven't even finished on Man United yet. People are going to be very interested, including you, to be fair, with the history. So I'm saying 5-0. I think it's going to be a very, very easy victory. And the fact that Callum Wilson has been ruled out, I don't think they're going to score. The history's saying 4-1. Man United have won twice, 4-1 against Newcastle. And in the process, out of those 6 fixtures, they have scored 16 goals. Versus Newcastle, so it's a team that Man United like to play. So yeah, you were saying Southampton West Ham, James. I'm gonna go. It's like Dan.
I want Southampton to get a result purely because I do, but I want Antonio to get a goal as well. But logically speaking, West Ham are going to win this. I'm going to go 2-1 West Ham.
Yeah, I've got a trivia question on this. So I've got exactly the same result as you. I think it's going to be pretty tight. I think West Ham are susceptible to conceding a goal. It's why I've given Southampton a goal. I've got exactly the same result as you. I've gone 2-1. The history, though, pretty comprehensive, really, for West Ham. 3-0 to West Ham. West Ham have scored 3 goals on 3 occasions versus Southampton, 2 of them being 3-0, 1 of them being a 3-1. And West Ham are actually unbeaten in the last 6 versus Southampton. Wow. The trivia question is this, though, Jace. So, listen up, everybody, to this trivia question. The last time at St Mary's, this game ended 0-0. But which player was the highest rated player by WhoScored.com? So, the game ended 0-0. This was last season, yep, at St Mary's, and in 0-0. Who got the highest rating from
James
Who Scored?
Ward-Prowse.
No.
Oh.
What are the people saying in the chat? No.
Oh, for God's sake. Lingard?
No.
Really? Okay, in the chat we've got Podner is wrong. McCarthy? FPL Maestro saying McCarthy. Ogbonna says Karma Baby.
No.
This is obviously a really obscure player. Danny Ings? Amit says. Shane Long. FPL Franco.
No.
Cresswell, Denver says.
Well, this is interesting. No, this has gone on for quite a while now. Normally someone got it by now.
Okay, Areola in goal that week. No. Bertrand.
Nope.
Fabianski.
No.
Walker Peters.
No. Someone could have gone on to whoscored.com by now. It's I'll give you a clue. It's a very popular fantasy football asset. Very popular.
Vestergaard.
No. Blimey, people are stumped here. No.
Ben Rama?
No.
Antonio?
Oh, how can people not know this?
Souček. Oh my god.
Yeah, Mr. Souček. Yeah, I think it was like 7.28 or something. So yeah, he got the highest rated score. So yeah,
wow.
But yeah, just to recap, the history suggesting West Ham comfortable victory.
When you say he's a popular FPL asset, someone literally Nuclear Atoms wrote Noble. I'm like...
Well, we move on to the next game, Jace, where people are deciding whether you should get Sarr or not.
Yeah, and on that note, quickly on an update on the poll, right as we speak. What do you think's winning? Who do you reckon's winning?
Oh, like I said, Sarr. It's got to be.
It is Sarr. 56% Sarr, 44% Gray. So it looks like it's going to be Sarr at the moment. We've had 272 people voting in this poll. Absolutely epic. If we can get another 30 or 28 more votes, guys, come on, vote on the poll. Gray or Sarr, who should I have in my FPL team to finish off? Quickly show you it here. This is how it looks. Gray or Sarr, vote now. What are we talking about, Steve?
Well, we were talking about the team that you're considering investing in Watford versus a team that you have invested in Wolves. Watford versus Wolves, Jace, the final 3 o'clock kickoff tomorrow, which you're covering live. What are you thinking?
Close game.
Agreed, yeah.
Could even be, dare I say it, a 0-0.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I want okay, 0-0. I'm gonna go 0-0 on that one.
Yeah, this is again a team that can't score versus a team that can't score. A team that can't score versus a team that can create a lot of chances but can't score. You know, this has got 0-0 or 1-0 written all over it to either team. I think if I was going to predict a winner, it would be Watford. I was actually thinking of putting 1-0 to Watford. Again, another 1-0 loss to Wolves. So I think based on what I've seen of Wolves so far, I think they've got enough to keep that clean sheet. But yeah, I've gone and put in the score predicted 0-0. I've got a trivia question on this as well, Jace. But the history's going 2-1 to Watford. Watford have won 3 out of the last 6. And on 4 occasions, they have scored 2+ goals. So on 4 occasions, Watford have actually scored 2+ goals in the last 6. So expect potentially a decent victory for Watford. But that trivia question, the last 2 these two played, it ended 2-1 to Watford. Who scored and got an assist? No. Who scored and got an assist for those 2 goals? No. So the last time these two played at Watford at Vicarage Road, ended 2-1 to Watford. Who got the goal and an assist?
Oh, is it not the guy that I'm looking to bring in, Sarr? It's not Sarr, is it?
No. He got an assist though.
Okay, Delafeu has been. Dunk says Delafeu.
Oh, well done. Who was that?
Well done, Dunk. 1991.
Well done, Dunk. Yeah, it was a Delafeu. Remember him, Jace?
I remember
Did
Delafeu.
He get injured or something?
I
think he got injured or something like that. So
I don't know where he is now. Where is Delafeu, guys? Is he playing some obscure league somewhere elsewhere right now?
Oh, we need Dan.
Didn't go to Turkey, did he? or China.
I thought he may have gone somewhere in Spain, possibly. I really don't know.
Deulofeu, I don't know. Oh yeah, he plays in Serie A for Udinese.
All right, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Doing well. I think it's time to end the poll. Gray has lost out to Saar. It is Saar winning 55% of the vote to Gray's 45% of the vote. Unfortunately, Steve-O, that means that Saar will be transferred into my team. I'm making that transfer now. The community have decided, and the community will be blamed if it all backfires. So yeah, get ready for that. This is my wildcard team, pending any last-minute panic that may come tomorrow morning.
The irony is, of course, is that I hope it doesn't fail because I've got him on my team. So I've got two Saars in my team. We've got the player out in midfield, and I've got the goalkeeper. So I'll open it.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the next game.
I like the Saar goalkeeper pick. I do. I really do. But I've covered it with Semedo, I hope. So
yeah, let's get on with this next game. I think it's really important, this specific game week. Yeah. It is Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Everybody's heard my thoughts on it.
Goals.
I think goals. Yeah.
Goals. Lots of goals for everybody.
Yeah, I don't think Karma Baby or Arbor Boy are going to enjoy this. I just have said all along 4-0, and I'm sticking with it. I'm going 4-0, Jace, and Lukaku to have a bit of fun. I actually think Lukaku is probably the best captaincy this week. That's what I think.
Will be there with his hands over his eyes, with his fingers just slightly apart, watching that game. It's going to be a bit of a bloodbath. Sorry, Villa fans, but Chelsea are the real deal this season. I'm actually giving. I do think they're going to win the. I think they're going to win the Premier League. I do. Just the players they've got. I think last season was the bedding in process. This season is serious business. I think they're going to do really well. Could end up eating my words on that one, but I think a lot of people would probably agree with me. 4-0 says Buffy. 3-0 says Dread. 2-1 Chelsea says Karma. Triple captain Lukaku. Simon Bellamy saying he's triple captain Lukaku.
Nice. Well, if he has, brilliant. In the words of Mags, brilliant. That's a great shout. Genuinely. I honestly can see Lukaku getting a minimum of a goal and an assist. A minimum. But maximum I can see. I don't know why, Jace. I can just envisage a hat-trick.
I think that Lukaku is strongly going to be a strongly contender to be my captain tomorrow. You know, I think maybe using that first game against Newcastle to see Ronaldo how he quickly adapts. Even though I don't think he's going to need to adapt, I think I'm going to want to probably go Lukaku, but I might change my mind. I might sleep on it, wake up tomorrow morning and be like, I need Ronaldo as my captain. That might happen. But I think at the moment it's 60-40, I think, in favour of Lukaku.
Yes, yeah, I agree. I would say for me would be higher. 70-30.
Yeah.
Me personally,
only because of that game for Portugal, Ronaldo just absolutely just bossed it. He pretty much won the game for Portugal against Northern Ireland, and it was he is just the bottom. That he's the all-round. He's such an all-round player, and he's one of those players that even at his age now, he's a multiple things. It's he will strike fear into the hearts of defenders. He's got the ability to score amazing aerial goals, and he's got the skills and movement to take advantage of Bruno Fernandes' eyesight. So anyway, let's not talk about Ronaldo anymore. Let's move on to Leeds versus Liverpool, unless you've got
well, we want to hear the history, because remember, you've got to remember Karma Baby is genuinely doing very well in
he missed a penalty, but come on, it's a penalty, come on. The keeper, he didn't miss the penalty. The keeper saved the penalty. I hate it.
Who's that?
Like I
Who's
hate
that,
Ronaldo. Ronaldo. I hate it when people say he missed a penalty. He didn't miss a penalty. It was on target, but the keeper saved it. When you miss a penalty, you miss a penalty. You miss the target. Like, he didn't score the penalty, but he didn't miss the penalty. I don't like the terminology. He missed the penalty. Like, the keeper saved it. Give the keeper credit.
Yeah, I agree.
The keeper should be given credit for that. Anyway.
And what match was that for? Sorry, I don't.
Against Northern Ireland.
He missed the penalty in that, did he?
Yeah.
I thought he just scored the 2 goals and that was it. I didn't realise he'd missed the penalty.
No.
Oh wow! Could that have been the Burnley keeper, Peacock Farrell, in goal? Because I know he was the Northern Ireland.
It was a young guy. I can't remember his name. Someone in chat probably scream it out right now.
I thought I could have sworn the Northern Ireland goalkeeper was Peacock Farrell. Unless he's the Republic of Ireland.
No, Ireland. Sorry, not. Why? I don't know why I said Northern Ireland. Sorry, Ireland. Sorry, I apologise.
Republic of Ireland.
I stand corrected. I apologize again. I'm functioning on 3.5 hours of sleep. I apologise for my inaccuracy.
Well, anyway, the point being is that Carl made a point that it was he's doing really well at the score predictor game, and he said 2-1. Well, the history's saying 2-1 to Chelsea. There's been 3 2-1 victories in this particular fixture, 2 of them for Chelsea. However, Aston Villa are...
Bazunu, by the way. Just I was thrown out. Apparently the chat's
What's his name?
Bazunu.
That's an Irish name, is it?
Well, no.
Bloody hell.
His name's Gavin Bazunu.
Wow,
I don't recognise it as an Irish name, but much like a lot of names out there is probably an origin story to that one that I do not know of. And if you give me long enough, I'll find that out for you.
Well, while Jason's doing that, Aston Villa are actually unbeaten in the last 2.
Sounds like it's Italian.
Yeah. I'm doing a llama there.
Started his career at Shamrock Rovers, making his first team debut in June. Okay. Joined Man City in 2019. He's currently on loan to Portsmouth. He's 19 years old. He was born in Dublin, Ireland. And he is of Nigerian descent. So maybe it's a Nigerian surname. There you go. Learn something new every day. But anyway, moving on. Let's find out about the next game.
Yeah, Leeds, Liverpool. I only found out today that Leeds are actually unbeaten in the last 7 at home. However, they have not impressed me at all this season, and that's why I think, again, it's going to be a tight game, Jace. And I expect Leeds to score, though. And I'm going 2-1 to Liverpool. Just. What do you reckon? And
that's a good prediction. I'm actually going to... I might surprise people. I'm going to go Leeds to win this 2-1.
Okay. Any reasoning behind that?
Because I don't have Trent Alexander-Arnold. If I want it to happen that bad enough, it might just happen. Come on, Leeds. Let's do the business. Let's beat Liverpool. I would love it more. There's nothing more than I would love to see that score result. I know. I think Leeds can do it. Come on, Leeds. Let's go. 2-1 Leeds.
Well, the history's saying 2-1 to Liverpool. 4 out of the last 6 fixtures, both teams have scored. But the 2 clean sheets have actually come in Liverpool's favour in a 1-0 and a 2-0 victory. Again, these games have been pretty low scoring apart from last season, where it did end 4-3 at home in Anfield. But the other game, I think, was 1-1 or something like that. So, Yeah, it's usually a tight game. And then finally, we move on to the Monday night fixture. It's Everton up against Burnley. We ain't got a hope in hell in this game. It's going to be... I think Everton are going to have a bit of fun here. I think they can have some fun. I think they're going to expose us. And I'm expecting Everton to actually score a few goals here. And I was very tempted by Monday night captaincy in DCL. But I've gone 3-1 to Everton, Jace.
Wow. You think Damari Gray is going to come in and do some business then?
Yes, I've told you. Forget some.
I tell you what. I just, do you know what? In my head right now, I'm seeing your lips move, and I'm just going, and I'm not hearing anything because I'm thinking about actually maybe having 4-3-3 instead of 3-4-3.
Go on. What do you mean?
I just think, I just keep hearing back the whole logic of spending that sort of like 6 million in a defender as opposed to 6 million in a midfielder, and what value you can get out of an attacking fullback. But I'm fighting with myself right now, to be honest with you.
We'll discuss that in 2 seconds. Let's just get on this. So I'm going 3-1 to Everton. What are you thinking then?
1-0 Everton.
Yeah, again, nice result. The history is going 2-1 to Burnley. 3 of the last 4, Burnley are actually unbeaten. 3 of the last 4, Burnley are actually unbeaten. They've won 2, drawn 1. There have been 3 clean sheets, all of them coming at home. So if Everton are to win, it will be to a clean sheet. So what's this? So there's the score predictions. Everybody, join in.
I think there's a danger. The longer I try to talk about this, the more indecisive I'm going to get, and the more.
But what's all this?
Chaotic.
What's this 4-3-3?
I just keep looking at my team and going, am I optimally getting the best out of my budget in terms of, obviously I want to go with Lukaku, Ronaldo, Salah. We know that. Doing that means I'm going to have to, there's got to be a sacrifice in money somewhere, and that money is obviously with Trent. The team is looking good. Sarr could be great, and even though the community has said Sarr, it's very, very close. It's 46-54, very, very, very close. But also I could have a 4th defender and go 4-3-3, and I'm just a little bit.
But who would that? What I'm trying to get at is, who would that defender you'd be looking at be, if anything? Like, have you got any thoughts on? I was expecting something a bit more exciting. Diaz or
okay, but he's like proper cheap at the moment, isn't he? Real cheap.
Or 5 points. Yeah, but it's Everton, and you've got. I think there's better options out than Digne.
Well, you just said
Diaz is a good option.
Could he get an assist in that game?
By all accounts, he's not been that attacking. By all accounts.
Okay, so maybe Christensen getting on Chelsea before their brilliant run of fixtures.
Yeah, agree. Yeah.
You know, and then I could get an extra player in, maybe Mount or something in midfield, to bolster it up to go 3 Chelsea for their really great run of fixtures. I'm just thinking like out loud right now, but I'm just looking at my team going, if I was to go Sarr, if I was to go back to transfers and go, right, I don't want to play Sarr, but I want to bolster so get Williams out and bring in Christensen. This is dangerous right now, what I'm doing. Because this is just throwing doubt in everything. Really dangerous. Oh. Yeah. I could have a 5.5.
Or backup sub. Or first team.
Or how much is... Oh. I'm just thinking in my head right now what I want to do. And
so
I'm not quite sure.
Who are your 3 main midfielders? Salah,
Torres and Benrahma.
Right, okay. And then who would the 2 midfielders be? Allen and
another 4.5. Or I potentially could get a 5 million midfielder. I can't get Gray. I can't get Gray because I've got he's 5.6.
And you would have a defence of Christensen, Reguilon, Shaw,
and Semedo
with whoever Remento
as a backup, but
and instead of having a 3-4-3 where the fourth midfielder would be Sarr.
Yeah.
So it's Sarr against Christensen.
Essentially.
Really. To be honest with you, I
think this is very close. I don't think it's going to be...
What's Watford's fixtures the next 4, for argument's sake? How many have they got at home? Who are they?
Wolves at home, Norwich away, Newcastle at home, Leeds away, and then they got Liverpool. But after they got a decent run. I would say in the next 8 games they've got one real toughie. Maybe if you want to include Wolves, I don't know. They got a decent run of fixtures. It's just Liverpool at home in game week 8, but.
It's their home record you've got to be looking at, and if it's only Newcastle and Wolves in the next 4 at home, Newcastle, yeah. Wolves, though, like I said, that is not going to be a pleasant game to be watching. Could Sarr expose on the counter-attack against them? Yeah, absolutely, but they're no mugs defensively, Wolves. They've only lost their matches 1-0. We all saw what happened at Man United. That should have ended 0-0.
Michael Mackesy has said, I don't know how anyone can wildcard without Jota in their team. What's your thoughts of that?
Firmino, I believe Ben Dinnery tweeted out that it looks like he's not going to be playing. I can't remember now. And, 7.6. He's a brilliant asset and he's obviously a guaranteed starter if Firmino's not playing.
If I was to get Dyer in for Reguilon, I just don't have the money. I'm 0.6 away. I mean, I could just go. I mean, this is going real bare bones at the back now. This is essentially destroying my team. Did Duffy go up, by the way? He did, didn't he?
I think it's 4.1. I think.
No, it's 4.2, mate. He's gone up.
It's 4.2 now, is he?
So it would be the likes of Williams as a 4.0, and then I have 4. It's just not. It screws your team up too much. You can't have a decent team with Torres and Jota. I mean, that would be beautiful, wouldn't it? Salah, Torres, Jota, Benrahma midfield.
But why the hell? But you've already said during the stream that Torres is a rotation risk. Yes, he could play. Well, he will play out of position. You got Jota there, but 0.6 more. Can you not play around with something and just upgrade Torres?
Well, yeah, but I want Torres.
Despite the fact that you've come out and said, look, there's a rotation risk.
I don't think immediately there's a rotation risk. I think Kevin De Bruyne and Foden are back in training now. I think that there may be a mixing around coming very soon, but I don't think it's immediately necessarily a rotation risk. But I do think it will be on the horizon, yeah. Salah, Jota, Alan Benrahma. Oh, no, sorry. Salah, Jota, Benrahma as my midfield 3. What then? I mean, it's got 2 4.5 midfielders. I don't like that.
And then who do you have in the defence? The same defence?
Yeah, Semedo, Short, and Reguilon.
Semedo, Shaw, and Reguilon, and Christensen.
I'm thinking. Hang on. What's the?
Just remember the whole.
Is Dyer nailed?
Dyer is, yeah, absolutely. If he's guaranteed to start. But all he'll get you is the clean sheet and the appearance points. He gets no attacking returns. Reguilon, on the other hand, very, very, very high chance of being involved, or a very decent chance of being involved. He's clearly a bonus point magnet. It's really interesting that you're panicking like
I'm not
24 hours.
This isn't panic. This is consideration.
Is it? Well, let's put a poll up. Put a poll up. Is Jason panicking? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm not panicking, mate. I'm thinking.
Are you panicking?
I'm happy with my team, mate. Don't you worry about that.
Happy with the team? You've just taken out 26 players.
I'm fine.
Sounds like you're panicking to me. And I don't know why. You had a perfectly good team with the 3-4-3 with the premiums. You know, like you said, it's either Lukaku or Torres. Trent. Lukaku or Trent.
Poll is up. Well,
Poll is up.
I thought it was.
Or is YouTube only? You can only got one poll.
It's up.
Oh, yeah. Come on, everyone.
You got to pay for more than one poll.
Is that true?
No, I was only joking. But the fact that you were saying that it didn't surprise you. I wonder if you could squeeze a bit more. I'm not. By the way, this is interesting because I did consider.
We should be making this members only now. The dilemmas of Jason. Is this all live up on screen as well? Have you got like the changing on the screen?
Yeah.
So people can see what you're doing?
Yeah.
Ah, good. Come on, everyone. Is Jason panicking? Mine would be a massive yes. The old Brian Danielson. Yes. Yes. First wrestling reference. What specifically are you looking at though, Jace? What are you toying around with here? What players are on your mindset?
Luke Shaw.
Whether you want him or not?
Long term.
Well, what did you say the other day? Imagine Luke Shaw swinging in those balls for Ronaldo.
He's got Varane next to him now. Potentially more clean sheets. But after that Newcastle game, the fixtures are tough. You're West Ham away. Okay, they've got Villa at home, which is not too bad. But then they've got Everton, Leicester, Liverpool, Tottenham, Man City.
But they don't have to. Don't worry about that. They got Ronaldo now, like you said. They can have confidence.
Yeah, at the front.
They're going to have confidence. They're not going to fear anybody.
Ronaldo isn't going to be the one bailing them out of the back.
When they play Man City, you know, they always seem to beat Man City. They always get a result there. Ronaldo's going to pop up.
I'm not worried about us beating these teams. I'm worried about us keeping clean sheets, Steve.
Yeah, but Shaw can get attacking returns, like you said. There's a reason why 53.2% of the
75% of people say I'm not panicking right now and I'm just trolling you.
Not. That's a bit boring, isn't it, from everybody?
Sorry to burst your bubble.
They don't think you're panicking, genuinely.
No, they think I'm just trolling you.
You know, how are you trolling me? But even if you ended up with the team that you said at the start, it'd be like, yeah, great. You're not trolling me. You're just trolling yourself and the people that are watching. The only difference is
72 people say, 71% saying that I am panicking. I was.
So you were right. I can see you. you were doing a side betting. So yeah. But the question is, who would you genuinely be captaining? I think that's the biggest panic for me. I'm tempted. Maybe it won't happen.
I literally, I'm just at the moment. My consideration has always just been over that fourth midfield spot.
I think you had it right the first time. Instead of Saad, Damari Gray. Genuinely, you said it the other day. You've got that Everton coverage. I just think just stick with that personally.
Throw in Sissoko and play a 4-3. Guys, you guys are so great. They really support me in my decisions. Jason, take a deep breath and remember you don't trust Spurs. I don't. So why have I got Eric Dyer in my team? Because I'm an idiot. That's what the same reason I got Reguilon in my team, right? Which option is better? Oh, for God's sake, I can't go without Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Save this for tomorrow. You need rest. I need to get going in a second.
I don't want to do this tomorrow. Thank you very much.
I do from a selfish point of view. I want to be in my car driving home from wherever, hearing you going through your thought processes. Dread FPL, of course, is someone else that's wildcarded. See what he's done.
I've got a question for you, Steve-O.
Yeah, go for it.
hang on, I'm thinking. I'm going to win the league. I'm going to win everything right now with this team.
Remember, there are people watching this. They're going to be part of the Rivals League. Is there anybody out there that wants to...
I could got 4.9 in the bank. I could get, say, Billy Gilmore. Yeah!
Billy Gilmore.
I'll have 0.4 in the bank. Listen to this though. Christensen, Shaw, Trent Alexander-Arnold as a back three.
Brent now.
Trent, Christensen, Shaw. Trent, Christensen, Shaw. I like the sound of that. Do you like the sound of that?
Keep going.
It's got a good ring to it. It's got a good ring to it, innit?
Trent, Christensen, Shaw. Go on, yeah.
Yeah. Nod your head.
Yes.
Yeah. Good. Salah, Gray, and Ben Rama as a three.
Wait a minute, that's a three.
Gilmore.
Well, who's the fourth defender?
There isn't. This is the problem.
A 3-3-3 formation.
It's not. Yeah, there is no such thing as. I could get Semedo in. Actually.
I honestly think your best, if you're not wanting Trent, genuinely.
Wait. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Semedo, Christensen as the back three.
Mm-hmm.
Then I could do... No, I can't. Shit. I think we're going to end the stream on that note, guys. Have a good one, and I wish you best luck of Game Week 4. Subscribe to the show if you have enjoyed what you've seen. Thank you for taking part in the polls. There may be a stream tomorrow, just to cover my wild card before the deadline. But there will definitely be a stream at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'll see you then, and have a good one. Steve-O, thank you ever so much for joining me. And
thank you. No.
Take it easy. Ciao for now. Bye. He's waving.